it's crazy.
Oh.
And we live, yeah.
I guess we straight to it, y'all. We
live too, right to it.
He just went.
He said, "Ooh."
More light, everybody. Thank you for tapping into another episode of Unbiased Opinions. We're your host, the spiritual wanderer Suave.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Snoop.
What's good, everybody? The one and only Lennon.
It's the 333. Hey, y'all know how y'all was all hype about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was rewatching episodes. The one me and you did alone. That was my first time doing that.
When you did
Didn't even know that.
It's the triple.
the triple, yeah.
The one me and you did solo.
Oh, for real?
Yep.
What?
And when I was watching, I was like, oh, I did it before.
Oh, see,
So
it
now
was
it's
already,
just
it was already
natural.
locked and loaded.
Yeah.
It was already locked and loaded. You was ready. And then, of course, we got our producer, Ryan, on here as well. Say what's up to the people.
Yeah, I know I messed up. What's going on?
Yeah, so,
Don't start off with that.
right? This is how we want to start off the new year? Oh, you mean that?
I don't know. I just want to know if we needed that light.
Oh,
No,
I thought
we
you was
don't.
pointing at the topic
No, we
and
don't.
saying, nah, not that
Yeah.
topic.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I thought you were saying.
Let's start at number 5.
Oh, no. We can start wherever, man.
Skip. Well, you want to skip back past to the next one?
We can
No.
do it all, man.
But,
You know what it is.
That's what I was gonna say. Is do you guys think it's okay for a person to portray a false image just to get more likes or more people to like them?
No.
You don't think so?
Do I think it's okay
Yeah. Do you think it's okay?
to portray a false image?
Yeah.
No, man.
Why not though?
Because I feel like you should be authentic.
But don't you think like a lot of rappers?
Oh, that's what I was about to say.
I mean,
yeah.
I think they
And
do
all
it,
that.
but I don't think it's okay.
So you don't think it's okay? But we support these people. They doing it for likes. They doing it for support.
I mean,
Storytellers.
who is we? Which ones we supporting? Who you talking about?
I mean,
You
certain
got a
artists. Not
specific
all
one?
artists is being. Let me think. I can think of.
I mean,
somebody off top.
like one of my favorite artists is Boogie. That nigga's authentic. That nigga's exactly who he is.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, as far as, like, social media, like, you know.
Personalities and shit.
Yeah, they have to have like people put out a persona.
Yeah, I don't know. With social media, I think it's kind of okay to fake an image in the sense of like not giving people full access to like
I mean, if you're
your personal life.
if you're playing a character, that's one thing. But if you're just being who you are, why not be yourself, right?
Yeah.
Well, I think even in the grant, if you're looking at the social media as a whole, a lot of people are putting on an image, if you think about it, because the stuff that they posting ain't always what it is. Like sometimes when they're like, oh yeah, I'm loving what I'm doing out here and blah, 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 blah. Sometimes they really don't be there.
Yeah.
Or sometimes they be having the worst trip ever and they just be trying to show it and make it look nice for the views to put out a certain image. Like, oh yeah, I'm out here having a great time out here. They really be stressed, worried about the money.
I mean, but the question is, do you think it's okay, right?
yeah.
So, do you think it's okay to do that? Like, even if you're on a trip and you're having a bad time, do you think it's okay to get on your phone and post and say, "No, I'm having an actual great time"? And show all these
Well, no, that's why I'm asking. Because I want the
don't think
different
it's-
perspective.
I don't think it's okay to do that. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
See, I feel like social media is a fake persona altogether.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, you know, unless you on Facebook with people, and even on there, you know, people post things like, you know, smiling pictures, and they might be having relationship issues and shit. So I just think social media in general is just, you know, sort of that, hey, someone's coming over, so we gotta act a certain way type thing, just over everything. Like, you know,
I mean, you don't want to post your negative shit on social media.
yeah,
So you're never gonna.
Even the things like even the stuff that people gravitate to and like reels and stuff like it, you know, you have to come up with concepts to like, oh, why this is a cool concept. And so I don't know. I just feel like social media in general is just kind of like it leads on sort of.
So do you think it's
pushing
okay
out.
to portray a false image?
Okay is like a weird term. I think it's established that sort of people gravitate to certain things on social media, and that's why people create certain personas on social media.
So you think it's kind of natural?
Yeah, I think it's sort of like a beast created amongst the entire context of what social media is.
Yeah, it seems like that's what it's turning into. Because I feel like people feel the need to post things to portray a certain image as far as social media goes. Like, I need to look a certain way and I want people to view me as this, so I'm gonna post things that correlate with this.
Yeah.
And then also you got people there's this dude, I guess he's a influencer on YouTube, and they say that in order for him to get like sympathy, like he wanted sympathy, so he intentionally killed his dog.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
And made like a whole video.
That is
saying,
not
"My
okay.
dog." Yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah, it's
saying?
not okay.
But he made this whole video like, you know, my dog just died, you're getting emotional about it. And people was like, you killed your dog. Like, people actually were able to find out. Because, you know, people investigate. They looking at all the videos of what's going on and stuff like that. And yeah, they was like, yeah, you killed your dog. And
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, even within music and shit, like everyone who's sipping drink to fucking Future and shit, he don't even sip drink. Like he rapping about a bunch of shit that he don't even do himself, you know? And he's just creating that persona because he knows people gravitate to that, as opposed to, you know, I'm here with my kids and you know, I don't know. It's just,
and that's
woke up this morning, had a cup of coffee, went on a jog and shit.
That's one thing that I find
That's
interesting
crazy.
too. Because do you think that if people latch on to a certain thing that somebody does, that fuels them to do that thing more as far as social media? So like, say like you said, like somebody's rapping about drinking, and people latch on to that and like, oh, that's dope, you know, that's fire, blah blah blah. So they start doing it more, and start promoting it more to be like, okay, people's interested in this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though it's not a part of who they are, they just find that, oh, they find this interesting, I'm gonna keep doing it.
Yeah.
Like I see. It seems like some people do that. Like I see people do that with like political stuff. It seems like they'll be so all the way over there, but it seems like they feel they need to be all the way over there.
Yeah.
Not necessarily that they want to be. It just seems like I need to be this because this is what my audience wants from me.
yeah, that's why I remember one of our first episodes when we were talking about Candace Owens. I feel like that's sort of what she be on, where I'm like, there's no way you really feel like this every single time. It's just that you know that the brand that you've created sort of, you know, epitomizes this certain direction. You know what I'm saying? So every time it goes that way, you have to go with it. And every time it goes against it, you have to go against it because that's just the brand that you created.
Right.
And so, yeah, to bring it back full circle to your point, I think it's pretty trash. But I just think that's what social media has sort of created.
I agree with that though.
Yeah.
Dang.
Like, it is what it is. If you're gonna push something, you kind of got to go full fledged.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're gonna
Like,
push.
Like if I was to be a rapper and I'm talking about drugs and shit, then every day I'm on social media, I'm talking about I got packs or something. I'm saying something about how I got drugs, or I'm moving drugs, or I bought drugs, I'm smoking drugs, something.
Something about drugs to push it.
We have a couple friends or colleagues that we used to associate with when we danced who now have blown up on social media. And what made them blow up?
I don't know.
I mean, they sort of faking a persona. They in all these houses they don't own, and all the doing all these concepts that they never used to do and stuff. They had to fake a persona.
Yeah.
You know, and some people even speculating they're not even married and shit. Like, shit. You know, like it's just kind of how social
Like the
media
image you
rocks.
gotta-
There's certain images where it's like, you know, people gravitate to it. I don't have the formula to it, but shit.
You just
Clearly, you know, there's been some shifts.
It's what you call finding your niche, right?
Yeah.
So once you find your niche, that's what it is.
Yeah, Trey and I were talking about that before the podcast because, you know, he's trying to figure out with his brands and stuff like that, certain niches. And yeah, that's really what it is.
That's literally what it is, yeah.
Not to say you have to like fake it or anything, but I'm just, you know, it's kind of like that's where social media is at, you know, like.
Is it? But so is it a gray area thing though? Because like, sure, we can say it's trash, but I mean, realistically, sometimes it worked.
Yeah.
The rappers, right? The rappers who rap about shit that they don't do. We can call them great storytellers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can rap from somebody else's perspective. Like it ain't always. I'm first of all, y'all already know me well enough. It's not happening. Like I'm not pretending to be nothing. I don't even care if it works. Like social media wise, I don't care if it works. I don't want to be something I'm not for views. But just like you said, that's the time we live in.
Yeah.
If this is what brings the traffic, it's a wrap. That's it. we're nothing else matters but these views and keeping the people here.
Yeah.
So
Right.
yeah.
Like I feel like just like those massage videos you were talking about, those people, they probably don't even do that on the regular. That's probably their girlfriend. They probably just do that shit just for that, just for those views.
Yeah.
Because they know it's gonna go crazy.
Shit trash. Shit is trash.
They probably at home.
Shit's so trash, bro.
They probably
so
work at
trash,
Massage
bro.
in Me though.
Man,
Yeah.
so trash.
Massage these old ladies and shit
God.
doing all, oh, how was that? Oh, you like that? Okay, I'm gonna just flip you over, turn your knee here. Then they go home and come here, girl. Let me go ahead and make this
got this
provocative
video
video.
concept.
Yeah,
On
Yeah.
the table and lube you up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, your homegirl, she wanted 2 dudes. Let's get 2 dudes, and he don't even know how to massage. He just over
Wow,
here,
just touching.
he just over here.
But you can see it, bro. When you watch those videos, like you can, this nigga don't know nothing.
Mm-hmm.
He literally just rubbing his girl. I'm like, you actually doing a terrible job. Oh, look, so if y'all ever see somebody do hot stones and they put the hot stones down the center of somebody's back,
Yeah,
them motherfuckers not hot.
Wrong.
that's wrong. Yeah, that's not hot.
They're not hot.
Really?
They can damage the spinal
You
cord. no?
actually never touch somebody's spine when you're doing a massage. Never. Not even once are you supposed to touch. It's called an endangerment site. But so is anything with any kind of bony intrusion. It's called a bony landmark. You stay away from it. You put any pressure like that on the spine, it's a shit show. Like it's painful.
Really?
So you think about the people.
I'm about to
Hot
see
stones
this.
are hot. Like for real, burn your
Yeah.
ass hot to where they have to be moving.
Yeah,
Hot stones don't sit on your skin.
right.
Yeah.
You need to be moving them because the temperature is hot. It's supposed to loosen up muscles.
Right.
You sit those in a line, hot, on somebody's spine, bruh. The
Dang,
type
so-
of pain that they would be in,
So you said you're not even supposed to touch the spine.
nah.
Okay, I gotta sue.
You work to the
somebody.
left and right of it.
I gotta sue somebody.
The erector spinae group,
This bitch was fucking my spine up.
right
Really?
here.
Yeah,
This the
going
spine,
crazy.
and you work right
She was
right here. You never
She
get
was
in the
walking my
And you
back.
didn't think it felt good?
No, I was hurting. I was like, yeah, can you loosen up? Can you like relax a little bit?
Really?
It's gonna
And
hurt.
then
It don't matter
afterwards,
how
like
she
my
do it.
shit was hurting for a while.
It
Yeah.
don't matter how she touches. She's not supposed to touch ever supposed to touch your spine. So when people take pictures and y'all see any videos where they got rocks hot lined up directly down the center, it's just for aesthetics.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah, that's
rocks are
crazy
not
because
hot.
they do have a lot of pictures
A
of
bunch.
Everywhere.
that's
everywhere.
insane.
I'm hitting people. I can't
So
wait
it's
till I
like
go
they
somewhere.
just, what are you teaching the
say, what is-
people?
what is-
Not teaching them. Those
What
rocks
is this?
they cannot be hot. Just think about somebody touching, like if I put my one finger and I poke your spine right now, it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Now imagine hot, boiling rocks
Yeah.
on your spine in
You know
that
what?
same
I
spot.
mean,
That's,
shit.
that's funny too, because I got a massage and I requested hot stones and shit, and she was just rubbing them on my back, and I'm
Yes.
just like, is this what it's? I'm like, I thought you just
Yeah.
Nah,
This ain't
Line
what
it
it's
on the
supposed to
back.
be.
I
Yeah,
had
I'm like,
one.
I'm like, this ain't it.
it is it.
I had one like
That's
2
it.
weeks ago, 3 weeks ago maybe, and I got the hot stones,
Yeah.
and it was my first time, and I'm like, damn, I didn't know this shit was that hot.
It
bro.
is that hot,
It
though.
burns
Hot
the
It's
shit
really
out
hot.
of you.
And I never.
But I was
requested.
fine because I like the sort of pain with massage. Like I get deep tissue.
Yeah, I
I
like
do all
deep
that.
tissue.
That
Yeah.
just- that-
Good.
Yeah,
You don't
I love
deep
like a
tissue?
nice I love getting my ass
It, de-
beat
it,
for real.
it depends, Snoop. I'm telling you, it depends.
It probably depends, yeah.
It
Because like I said, I
depends.
got one,
Yeah.
and this the girl that fucked up my back.
Oh.
She was
Well, yeah, on the
fucking going
spine,
crazy.
yeah, doing bones and shit is
But
probably.
women will they will throw like real hard elbows at men because they feel like they have to overcompensate for
Right.
being a bigger man.
Right.
Yeah,
But I'm telling you, dude, like the toughest deep tissue massage I've ever had was from a girl that was 5'2",
Yeah.
little bitty person, bro. She
Mm.
was abusing me,
yeah.
and I was like, yo, why is she? I didn't even think she could do this. You want how you want the pressure? Firm, medium, light, firm. You small as shit. Let me be
Yeah.
firm, bruh. I had to actually ease up.
Light.
Get off me.
Light.
No, I
Do we got safe words?
Oh, man.
I have a membership at Massage Envy, and they had this one masseuse there who does like specializes in deep tissue, I guess. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'll do her one time. She was asking me what was good with me and shit. Man, she was like up on both knees on my calf, bro.
Yeah.
Like digging in. I thought my leg was gonna break.
Yeah, I feel you. Like I also said, the girl.
What did you say?
I let it go because I
No,
love.
bruh. Why do y'all do that?
Yeah,
What?
Why do
yeah.
y'all do that? And y'all
No,
not
I mean,
helping nobody.
No. I wanted a deep tissue for real.
That deep?
Yeah, I was cool with it.
This nigga.
I was.
gonna break.
This nigga said, my knee, keep going.
At first I thought it was gonna break. But bro, when I tell him to ease up, then I'm like, damn, it's not enough pressure now. Like I like it like
Yeah,
I
I
feel
like
like I'm
that.
about to like die
Yeah, I like
type
the,
shit.
I like the pressure.
So I was,
Yeah.
I was
Works
getting
for
a
me.
deep tissue, and I noticed this girl, she was like walking on my back and shit, but she was doing like my shoulders and shit, like right here. I guess whatever you want to call it. What is this?
Like the muscle part?
Yeah.
What is that?
Trapezius.
Like my traps. Okay. So I'm laying down. She's on the wall, bro, and she's like pushing my shit like this. I'm like, nigga, you killing me. You about to snap this motherfucker off.
Because she felt like you were bigger.
Yeah.
So she needed to do that.
So I'm like, wait, later.
I got a forehand.
You one of those people who keep saying
Yo, I'm like, well, she's like, well, if you keep fighting me, I'm like, well, just change it up.
let's go Swedish.
I got a forehand Thai massage, bro.
Popper.
And they did that. They had the little things on the roof. So they walking on you.
Yeah, that's what she
Bruh,
did.
when I tell you, at one point it was 4 feet on me. I was like, hey yo, can somebody get down? Just one of y'all.
He said 4 feet. It was 4 feet on you.
Yeah, bro. Like two.
There's 2 people.
Yeah, it's 2 people. So at one
was
point,
4
you know,
people
one was walking down my legs and the other one was on my back, and I'm like, hey, can one of y'all get down?
I'm shocked you had the breath
Just
to
one of
even
y'all.
say.
Bro, y'all maxing me out. But I didn't come here to be packed out. Like this shit crazy. It was cool too up until that point.
They
Like,
putting you on.
It was for sure in that neighborhood, bro. It was
like, damn, we thought you wanted like a little
Yeah, they was
threesome or
about-
something.
all bullshit
Tag
aside.
teaming
When,
you for
when
sure.
y'all get massages, bro, be vocal.
Yeah.
I encourage it all the time. Like and I'm constantly I probably might get on people's nerves, but when I work on the back,
You constantly asking.
just only when I start switching areas that I do ask. So if I'm working on the back and you tell me what kind of pressure you want, I always let you know. If you ever want less or more, please let me know. Do not ever ride out pain if it's like uncomfortable.
Yeah.
If it's like the good pain, cool. But if it's ever hurting, please say something. And if it's too light, please say something. Like, don't let me continue to just do whatever the fuck
I've been
I feel
quiet
like.
at times because I'm like, I know I'm kind of stiff, so I know how it feels to get a knot out. So I'm like, that shit hurt. But I'm like, I'm not gonna say stop because
The good pain though.
That's what I
but if
said,
it's
that's
just
good
pain,
I like that.
like you gotta, like I'm telling you, when it was on me, it wasn't good pain no more.
yeah, I
It
feel
was
you.
y'all get off. Somebody get down.
You know the difference.
You couldn't even breathe no
You know
more.
the difference.
One of y'all get down.
Yeah.
But I think that's important in anything that you do when it comes to physical contact with another person. And I think plenty of people just ride shit out, like to jump way the fuck off sexually, right?
Yeah.
If you getting pleased by a woman and she doing something and like it probably don't feel the greatest, I know for a fact that most niggas try to just like adjust themselves a little bit or like, you know,
Making noise or something.
something like that. But not too often are you gonna be like, hey, I don't like that.
Yeah.
In the moment.
Yeah.
Why not?
Niggas don't want to kill a moment.
Fuck that moment. It's
Yeah,
fucked up
'cause-
right now. It hurts.
I want this bitch. to
'Cause
keep
for
sucking.
me-
just figure, hey, just
For me in these situations, like when you adjust, like for instance, right, like you typically start upper back, like shoulder area, and up there I feel like it's less tender, I guess. So they doing it, I'm like, damn, like man, I low key want more pressure, you know. Then they start to go down, they start using the forearm and shit. Then it gets lower back, and I'm like, okay, there we go. Like now I'm feeling the deeper tissue that I want, you know. And I have like bigger legs, so like the legs, same thing. And so I don't want to be in a massage constantly saying like, okay, now, you know,
Well, I
you
guess that's the
should.
up to
point.
10,
But you should.
down to
Point,
8,
But
up
you-
to 9.
But you should. It's for you. This therapist is here for you. So you might think like you bothering them, but the only way for them to service you right is if you tell them what the fuck to do.
That's true.
Yeah.
So like that's why I said something about sexually, because the same thing applies. If somebody's doing something that they feel like is a good thing, and like maybe it was good for the last person, you know, so same thing with massages. Maybe this pressure was good for the last person, but for me, I don't like this.
I get you.
Say
on
something.
That.
Yeah.
You
right,
have
you
to
gotta
say
say
something.
right,
This person
yeah.
is trying to please you.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because then what it is like sometimes these people are unaware, and people will go back and be like, or
It was
go
a
to
trash
somebody
massage.
else. Yeah, I had a trash massage from this person. It's like, dang, well,
Did
they
you
didn't
tell 'em?
know. Yeah, you didn't tell
That's
them.
why I
nothing,
asked
so
you.
it's
Did you
like,
say
dang.
something? And you say
Yeah.
no, I didn't say that. That's why it was trash.
Yeah.
Not because they were trash. They just assumed
say
because you didn't say
nothing.
a fucking word
Yeah.
that they were on the right track.
I feel like that.
I mean, this goes back to last week where I just Hey,
Don't like
the
to start a
service
pot.
service wasn't good. Hey, I told you don't take off my beard. You took off my beard. I'm never coming again.
I was about to say that. I was about to say, for most things, when you're going to pay someone for a service, you might want to be vocal.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
want to be vocal about what you want or how, like, they're doing. Like, if you notice they're doing something, you're like, hey, wait. Yo, you going too high.
beard already
bro.
down here, you're like,
consumer,
going too
though,
fucking high.
as a consumer, you kind of just like don't want to be the nitpicky,
The
naggy
nagger,
person.
Yeah.
But like my nigga, I'm paying for this.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like
I,
this
th-
is
I
for
think
me.
I think people don't like to do it because they've seen the backlash a person may get from, like, now you're doing it, now every time you go it's like a problem, it's weird energy and shit. Now it's like, fuck.
Well, you know what though, too though, some service I feel like some people think it's common sense, I guess you could say, because like if you go, for example, if I go to a restaurant and they not refilling my water,
Yeah.
it's like, nigga,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come on, you couldn't give me. Then you gotta, hey, can I get some more water? Now you like, all right, I have to tell you.
But then you're thinking like they finna spit in that water. Or something.
I think that's
I think that-
that's a little tame though. Asking, hey, can I get some more water?
Yeah.
That's a little more tame than like,
Yeah,
this your third time being there, and every time you come in, you saying, I don't normally do this, but my fries are cold.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my god, you say this every time. You don't normally do this. You did it in July.
You were just here last week for lunch.
here comes Susie with another complaint.
Yeah.
I just think it's important, man.
Well, that's one thing. That's
Communicate.
a nagger, but yeah.
Communication, transparency, man, and we say it damn near weekly.
Yeah,
Any convo we have, it always come back to like
communication.
being
It
transparent.
definitely does.
It's
Like,
important.
everything is about being transparent. Like, just tell people how you feel.
Yeah,
I gotta be better at that because I be going through some shit. It's taking me some time to find like a barber. It's taking me time and within finding a barber, like, you got to go through some
You go and
trials and
Trials and
tribulations.
tribulations.
this dude just fucking you up. You like, all right, yeah, I like it. It's like, boy,
I'll be ready to get the fuck out of there, bruh. I mean, because with hair, what can you do?
Man,
like for
artists-
instance, I had
You let him know, like, hey, man, you went too high up right here. I mean, ain't nothing you can do at
you
that
can't-
point, but at least
yeah,
he
I was about to say,
knows.
you can't do nothing after
Yeah,
that.
but at least he knows, though.
Because this is so.
At
I
least he
had
knows.
this.
Like,
I
I
had
don't
this
want my
happen,
shit cut
bro.
like that.
2020 COVID. I was in LA with my team. One of the dudes on the team ended up finding a barber in like Bellflower or something. We were in like near Santa Monica, so it was quite the trip, like an hour drive to get there. We get there, someone like his brother knew or something. He's cutting all of us, and so I'm like, man, I like my beard cut a certain way, and I've learned that when I go to like a black barbershop, they don't cut it how I want it to look. Like they'll line this up and I gotta have this connecting the nose. When I have it not connecting the nose, like how you have it, like I can't do it like that. I
Sitting
feel
on
like
the
I
lip.
look crazy.
You can't have it.
I look crazy. I need it connected.
It's a little split right there.
Yeah. I need it here.
No,
I need it touching.
You need this part where.
Oh, you want it- you want it
like
high
you
up.
have it high up. Yeah, I need it high up.
Okay, you don't want it low.
I can't do that.
Okay.
Yeah, see,
I
you
feel
have it down
I
there.
feel it.
Yeah.
When it's up here,
Yeah.
oh my God, bro, I lose my mind.
Bro, but I feel you, but like for me,
Yeah.
I look in the mirror, I'm like, I look crazy right now. I look fucking crazy right now. I can't do it.
You know,
look
that's
like-
just because like
you look like Homer
it's what
Simpson.
you like. It's what you're accustomed to.
Yeah.
So like that makes sense that you feel like you look
Yeah.
crazy, but I'm sure like other people would think that you look fine. You know how long it let me to let this connect?
Yeah.
This is like 2 years only. Like I always cut this off because I didn't like the feeling.
Yeah.
But I love the look. But it took me forever.
Yeah, and so that's why you adapt to it, but I just always know.
Yeah.
Like
You
I
want
don't
your shit how you want your shit.
And so, but every time I go to like a black barbershop, they want to line me up here. And so I'm just like, so I'm at this barbershop, they all get cut, and I'm like the last one, and I say, give me I forget what I got, but no beard. And I guess I should have said, don't touch my beard. But I said no beard. And
They
he
took
took
that
it
whole
as,
shit off.
bro, next thing you know is, so what I do when it's here, bro? What do I tell him?
Wait. See, but that's bad communication.
Because
If I hear no beard, I'm gonna assume you don't want that bitch
You don't
too.
want it on, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
But see, that's
It's about word choice.
because I feel like when I'm
But
saying
you know what though? I
a
would have
2 on
interpreted
top,
it the way he.
yeah, because I
he
said
meant
2
it.
on top, because everyone got their beard touched.
Yeah.
So I'm going into it thinking, hey, I want a 2 on top, fade, no beard.
Yeah.
No beard.
Like, don't touch the beard.
Yeah, like no beard.
Hold on, so
Because everyone else got their
the
beard
same thing?
touched. No, because everyone else got their beard touched.
Oh.
So I said no beard. Like I'm good. No
Yeah.
beard. I don't even think I said I'm good, but I said no beard because I'm like, don't touch the fucking beard.
Yeah, see, I'm telling you, and I'm not blaming you.
Yeah, I get
at
no.
all,
Afterwards, I'm like, I should have said don't touch the beard.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to go into this and say, hey, and don't touch the beard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just like
But
no
I mean,
beard.
that would at
if you
least help them understand.
he
where
went
it's
Yeah, but I'm saying,
coming
if you
He
just
went
said don't
so
touch the beard.
He
then
went so
did.
fast though, bruh.
He
Like,
said no beard.
It's clear though, like that. But don't touch my beard. It's clear as day.
But
Yeah.
bro, he seen how full my beard was.
But it
And
could
it's
have
crazy.
been just.
It could have got to that point and been like, hey, bro, you said you want your.
Yeah, but it could have been.
So you want him to double check?
It could have.
Well, I think with something that drastic, I
Who
think
was
it's
drastic too.
The thing is, it could have.
Bro, my beard was looking like yours. And
Yeah,
you think
bro,
you gonna go get a
But if you want
haircut
your
and it's
shit
gonna
knocked,
be.
if you want your shit knocked off.
But he probably looked at him and was like, okay, you ain't had a haircut in a while. He probably want to shave his beard off. That's how he usually walk around. He just happened to let it grow in.
No, it's definitely an issue amongst both. I'm not saying it's just
Yeah.
his fault. I'm just saying I have that issue.
Yeah.
And so like when that happened, what do I say? Hey, bruh, like
I said no beard.
you got something you could slap on here real quick? You know? Like what do I say?
Go get that spray bottle, man.
Hey, you got some
You got that spray-
Beijing,
you got that
you got some Beijing for me, man.
God, bro.
Can you just line it up? Whatever you left over, can you line it up and make a pencil?
And you heard it too when he whacked it.
Oh my, I felt it.
Oh,
Like
bruh,
he was one of those because sometimes again at barbers
'Cause he took
they'll turn you around so you don't get to look in the mirror. Nah, he was.
He took the edge. He took the edge right to it.
I was staring right in that bitch just like this.
Oh man, bro.
Crazy.
He probably saw you start turning red, sweat coming.
I feel like he had
been
no idea,
sick.
bro. And then, like I said, I'm with my team, and they all look at me like, "Why you want the beard off?" And then they all start popping jokes and shit. I'm like, "I ain't want the beard off, bro. I ain't want the fucking beard off."
The nigga said no beard, man.
This your boy?
said no beard.
That's
and so,
hilarious,
You could have just let him
man.
know, like, yeah, I didn't want the beard cut off, bro. I just wanted you to leave it alone.
You let it ride. You didn't say nothing.
I definitely didn't say shit.
You didn't say
Y'all know me.
nothing?
If y'all don't know me enough on this podcast yet, what you gonna take? You gonna say I said something?
I meant no beard. That's it.
Yeah.
That's not
Hey,
conversational
bro,
at
I mean,
all.
I
no
can't
beard,
lie. In
like-
that situation, I would have said something.
Sure, like,
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
I'd have been a little hurt. He would have seen my
Bruh,
expression.
I'm
for
already
sure.
bald,
'Cause
my
at
nigga.
At
Do
this
not
point,
touch my-
at this point
I
now,
would've-
I'm like,
I would've showed
I'm not
it.
paying you for the whole cut.
Yeah, that's what they said I should have done.
I either
too.
want a free cut or a little a bit
Well,
discount.
I don't
So
know
that's-
if you
That's
could do
unfair.
that, though.
It's just a
Yeah.
miscommunication.
That's what
It's not
it
like he
is.
like blatantly ignored
Yeah.
his request.
True.
He was actually thinking that he was following his
Yeah.
request.
Yeah.
So it
Cause I'm saying even with like, so
Still.
you do photography.
I want that free cut next time,
You
motherfucker.
do massaging. Y'all don't. Someone doesn't tell you something like that appears drastic to you, and you don't double check that you might have perceived
But
a certain way
it's
and be like,
drastic
okay,
to
I'm
who?
hearing it. I'm hearing that you saying you want a deep tissue, but you just coming off a surgery here or something. You sure that's what you want? Like, or with photography, like, you sure you want to shoot it here when this is the vibe you sort of looking for? Like this seems more like your vibe. I don't know.
I understand why you're asking that, but do you know I hate that question? You sure? I don't like that question at all.
Yeah, but
I never like that question from anybody for any reason. If I say something to you, don't ask me if I'm sure. I said it.
So that's how the barber felt then.
I said it. Like
He
you
like-
said it. He said no beard.
Yeah, he's like, all right,
Bow.
just waxed.
but I
I
do.
felt like he waxed that shit off, man. That shit was tough.
I double check sometimes if I feel like, well, with photography, if I feel like it's not, it wouldn't look right in the pictures. Like if I know it's like for example, somebody wanted a photo shoot on one day and it was raining that day. So when the day came and it was raining hella hard, I was like, yo, you still sure you want to
Shoot.
Yeah, you want to shoot outside at this location because it is raining? And they was like, yeah. I was like, all right.
Yeah, but that's different though,
see-
because that's a change of circumstance.
No, but that's a drastic difference though from what you anticipated the photo shoot was gonna be. That's more so what I mean as like you as a service provider. If the circumstance appears to be drastically different than what may appear to be normal in that situation,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because even then, when I say no beard, he didn't take nobody else's beard off. He was lining it up and shit. So by no beard,
nobody else said anything about a beard. Though.
I get
so that's
everybody
why,
else assumed.
and that's why I said no beard, because I knew he was going to touch the beard if I didn't say shit about the beard.
But that's why I get Trey's point when he said like to who in that sense, because like it may have seemed drastic to you.
It's your beard.
But he probably do cuts all the time.
Well, that's
so
what-
he's just thinking like
That's what I was going to
no
say.
beard?
Normal
All right.
beard.
To me, it seemed like you double checking
Yeah.
about the rain and shit like that seemed like someone who gives a fuck. Whether
Yeah.
it be about your time or their time, but you like, hey, you know, these are the circumstances today. Are you still cool with doing this? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. We could do it then if this is what you want to do. Whereas him, he like, okay.
I mean, it's
Okay.
I think it's a bunch of factors.
Yeah, circumstantial.
with
Your
that, yeah.
drastic. See, that drastic, I think, is drastic in any case across the board. This is a regular photo shoot, and now it's raining.
I was gonna say change of
This is
circumstance.
completely
The whole-
different.
Bro,
Your beard is drastic to you.
All four of us, if all five of us, if we went to the barber, bruh, it would be something drastic for all of us to get them waxed off. That's drastic in today's day and age. It's a beard is like accessorized,
But not
nowadays.
everybody.
but
not
not
to
for
everybody.
everybody, because some people actually get their
There's
beard
still
cut a
niggas with
lot.
clean faces.
That is so rare, bro. We all got facial hair here.
I'm
It's-
bald. I was gonna have it regardless. I don't know about you niggas.
but I'm just saying in general, like facial
I
hair
did.
is a fucking
No, it's-
accessory nowadays.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
My
it
beard
is.
a thing.
Yeah.
But you gotta think about from his standpoint. How many people you think come in the barbershop and say, "Give me a 2 up top, low fade, and then no beard"? How many times do you think people say that to him? And he's probably like, "No beard,
No beard.
Okay,
Boom.
but people probably come in and be like, "Let me get a number 2 low fade." Leave the beard alone. Don't touch the beard. Like they probably like make sure, like motherfucker, don't touch it. Hey, leave the beard alone. Don't
Jordan, all
touch it.
bullshit aside, I literally, when I go to barbers, if I even to like get a clean, if I don't want my beard touched, I will say, don't touch my beard.
Don't
Yeah,
touch
well,
my beard. Don't
I'm
touch
never
That's
gonna
what I
say
do
no
now.
beard.
Yeah, that's
If
what
I-
I do nowadays.
Lesson
but
learned.
If I say
Yeah.
no beard, I'm gonna have to assume that he gonna whack my shit.
And then
Well,
he
and
probably
that's
thinking too, like, who wants to cut and then leave your beard looking like this? Like I'm not gonna half-ass your cut.
yeah.
I'm trying to clean you.
I get,
clean you all the way up.
I get that. I just think, and this is my wrong, but like I said, when nobody's saying nothing about their beard and they're getting their beard touched, it was just sporadic. Like,
yeah.
You
No
just think-
beard.
You know,
I'm
you know what
good.
else
You
I was
think
gonna
he
say too
should've
though?
checked in.
yeah.
I also think that maybe he was just on autopilot. He
Yeah.
was cutting all the team. He's like, man, no beard. All right,
It was
bet.
6 of us. Yeah.
I ain't finna ask no questions. This is what
Yeah.
you want. This is what you're getting. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it was 6 of us. So for sure.
Yeah.
And I was the last
Yeah.
one. Man,
What you want?
man, I walked out
2
there
fade,
fucking,
no beard.
Whack-
Get
whack
out the
that
chair.
shit. That would hurt,
Succulent.
it would hurt my heart.
Bro, I was
I'm gonna tell you
succulent.
what, that, when I
Succulent
heard
cheeks.
it, oh,
Oh yeah,
Bro,
bro,
I was shining.
I'm telling you.
Shit was terrible, bro.
And this is back then, so you was probably a little bit more chubbier.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was like COVID and shit, and I was just like,
I ain't gonna lie, that would have
so
got me.
this
Hey,
is the
but at
worst
least you was
part,
wearing
bro.
a mask
Eyes would've
though.
been
At
glistening.
least you have to wear a mask.
That's the tough part, bro. We got selected to be the fucking. They have this series called Locked In,
Use a
where they
naked
do a
face.
look in of your team and shit.
Oh,
You had
and
to
they're
make
like,
a face.
hey, by the way, so can we just get selfie videos of you? I'm in there like this, no beard and shit.
So many chins.
Bro, seen every
This nigga
chin,
had 5 chins.
fucking disappeared ass jawline, the whole
Oh,
thing, bro,
shit.
just gone.
Face looking long as fuck.
Pissed.
I got a box.
That nigga like he really like one of them AI pictures that they was making.
Man,
You know, I guess it wouldn't have hurt though. I can't lie and say it wouldn't have hurt to double check.
that's what
It wouldn't
yeah,
have.
I wouldn't have if you told me no beard. I wouldn't have double checked.
But you know
but
what?
It wouldn't have hurt for him to double check.
So I mean, most of my barbers when I go to them, man, they already know to line me up at the bottom at my beard and my mustache and shit. But every time they get to it, want me to cut your mustache? Every time he asks. So
Yeah.
I
I'm saying,
understand
like,
that too.
Cause it's just
He should have got to it like, all right, no beard. Wait, what you mean? But would you'd have been like, he'd have been like, all right, no beard. You'd have been like, yeah. He'd have been like, all right, yeah.
bro. Cause I
shit.
can't even
Anyway.
lie, bro. Obviously, I used to have longer hair, and I wanted to switch it up. Probably like 6 months ago to a buzz cut,
Yeah.
low fade. The barber I went to, I told him, hey, this is what I'm thinking. I want to do it. You think like a 2? Yeah, I think a 2 will look cool. He puts on.
Right.
You sure?
Talking to you about it, yeah.
It's going, it's gonna be short.
low. Yeah.
And I think that's what a beard is. Whereas, like, if I go in now and I'm like, hey, 2 in a low fade, it's close. So, hey, I get that's what you're looking for right now. You know what I'm saying? But the beard right now is like, Even still, my barber asked me, "Hey, we doing the beard today?"
Right,
I don't know.
right.
Like this dude was just touching beards without asking. I had to say something, bruh. And the wrong words came out because I was flustered.
Yeah.
Fuck,
This dude was just touching beards.
man.
I didn't want my shit touched.
I did not want it touched, bro. I just used the wrong words, I guess.
Did y'all see this this shit going around on social media where the white cop got fired? The lady
girl
cop for
having sex with all 6 dudes.
yeah.
I just realized that's what it was. Like I kept seeing her picture flowing around. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? Then they kept saying, oh,
I did not see that.
this was she's smashing
Cops or
Yes.
cops?
Yeah,
Yeah,
coworkers.
as a female cop. Yeah,
She married.
Oh,
it's a couple black cops.
she's
Two
white.
cops.
Yeah, white
Oh,
girl.
jeez.
It's just
So it's 6
well,
different.
she not
cops.
that one white dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a white dude in there.
That
It's a
one
white
white dude.
He was like, well, might as well get in that bitch. All the niggas was like, hey man, look,
Married cop, bro. But she
she'll
got
suck your
fired.
dick in the back of the squad car, no problem. Well, I
They
guess
said some
I
of them
might
were on duty. Some of them were on duty.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Bro,
Oh,
that's-
it's-
Hey, I work at the airport, and it be some females up there that just start, and as soon as they start 2 weeks in, they upstairs on level 5.
Going crazy.
Damn, bitch, you don't even know these, and you married. She was married, right?
Yeah.
And he stayed with her.
So, dude. Okay, the
Wait,
firing.
wait, you saying they like with
Yeah, Jordan, go to the airport,
people
man.
who flew in?
No,
Or?
no.
Okay.
Like part of the crew.
He gonna be
Oh,
all
So
like,
damn.
they'll come in.
Jordan gonna be
chilling.
like, hey,
They'll
Snoop, I'm up here at
start-
level 5. I don't see nothing. I see nothing. I see nobody.
Ain't nobody servicing shit up there.
All these motherfucking flights going in and ain't nobody
Nah.
doing
Where the
nothing.
work-
So it'll be new employees. They'll just start, man. They'll get on. Obviously, they got to be trained with somebody. When they hanging
There's
around
gonna
that
be
person all
training.
day, 8 hours a day, 3 days in. So I like to fuck, and I don't wear panties. Oh, really? Well, I guess
Is
it's
that
fuck.
right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They get straight to it.
Dang.
I'm married and everything. Big
That's
ass rock
gotta
on
be
their
crazy.
finger.
Walking around that airport.
How
What?
y'all feel about her being fired? You ever like that's justified?
Well, was she was doing it
Yeah.
on duty, like on the clock?
I don't know if it was on lunch or what, but she was. They said some of them were on. Some of them were there, and some of them weren't.
I mean, if it's on the clock,
I mean, I think it's justified. As I'm thinking. Now, listen to me. I'm thinking from like a manager or department head kind of standpoint. If somebody just came in, who knows how long she been on the force? She fucking all these dudes. Yeah, I'm taking them off because now she becoming a distraction. You know what I mean?
Well, not just a distraction. It could become potentially conflict of interest.
Conflict.
Down
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's just a big distraction. We don't need that type of shit. We cops.
yeah.
We need you to be focused on the job. We don't need you to come here thinking, I can't wait to get up in here today.
Yeah.
I'm about to fuck the shit out this bitch today.
I'm gonna empty some balls today.
Yeah.
she's
I was just
protecting and
texting them.
serving.
My wife is tripping at home. I can't wait. She know exactly what I like. We're gonna hit the 215. We're gonna get up there by Summerlin. I'm gonna knock that shit out. Yeah, I think she should be.
Was that
fired.
out here?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
I thought
You was saying
it was,
Summerlin.
yeah,
I'm
I
like,
was
wait.
like,
Jordan-
what?
the
Jordan
cop.
finna
Yeah.
go find. Look, Jordan,
Yeah.
Jordan is on the problem.
Yeah,
Like,
shit.
yeah, hey, here, which one? Let me
Yeah.
see the picture.
911. 311.
Start
We
off,
gotta-
yeah, I'm
we
gonna
gotta-
start. I'm gonna start off on the 5th floor at McCarran Airport. And I'm gonna
Call
find
police.
this. Find this cop.
Dang, that's wild.
But yeah, I think she should be let go, bro. Just from an owner's standpoint, or
Yeah, she
department
need to
head,
go.
she a distraction. She a liability too.
6, especially because it's like a multitude of.
Hey,
Yo,
that's sick. Hey, have y'all been seeing it on people's live? Like have y'all watched any TikToks or anything and it
Oh
happens?
yeah,
Bro, it's fucking me up.
it gets me every
It's
time.
fucking
now.
me up.
Yeah.
Now, it wasn't before though.
It
See, I was
wasn't
about to
at
say.
all.
Here.
I was about to say, welcome to my world.
I did.
Yeah.
I've been here since I was.
Because
13.
I never noticed, but I'm telling you, people be talking it, and then I'll see them ignore it, and it makes it more funny. Because I'll be like, you'll watch it, and you'll be having a whole conversation. Yeah, bing, yeah,
And it's all, but it's all
I'm
you
like,
hear now.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, and they're not reacting at all. You just see them.
I don't get it. It's such a piercing noise, bro.
But it's only when
normal.
you listening to it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like
Like
at
when
my
it's-
job, in one of the offices, the smoke detector batteries are low. So I be chilling there. Sometimes they be like beep, and I be like, damn, that's crazy. Because it's like I've been chilling in the office forever, and I probably never even pay attention to it.
and
But now
yeah.
that we do this, it's like beep, and I'm like, fuck,
Yep.
I gotta go.
That's-
I gotta get up out of here.
Now, see, I'm the type to go to Home Depot
Get some
and buy a
batteries.
battery. Yeah, I can't do it, bro. Whenever it happens at my place,
I ain't gonna lie, man. At my last apartment, bro, it went on for so long. I didn't go get no battery. I just took the shit off.
Yeah.
That's how it ends up happening sometimes.
Yeah.
Just give up.
And then they say, you know,
Take the whole thing off.
beep, beep.
Yeah.
All of them starting to burst. So it's like, oh, fuck this. Like, let me go get some batteries. Could be
Yeah.
irresponsible.
Because it's easy to change too, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
in and out.
yeah.
Like no rocket science to it
Yeah,
at
it ain't
all.
shit.
I mean, you do need
Hardest
like
part-
get up there.
Yeah,
but-
it's getting up there. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially if you got high ceilings. That's the hardest part. But other than that,
Yeah.
sure, that's up there.
Okay, look. So this one, when someone says, "I can't because I'm in a relationship," but if I was single, how do y'all view that?
I seen that and I was like, sheesh.
How you tackle that though? Like if you pop at a girl, right? You pop at the girl and in her DM or whatever, and she say, "I'm gonna have to pass. I'm married, but if I wasn't, you would have action." Is this loyal?
No. That's crazy.
Ain't no
Yeah,
foul.
I don't think that's loyal because it just leaves she's keeping the door open.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
I was about to say.
And I
if-
agree.
She's like, I'm gonna close it, but
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was about to say if they continue having a relationship with that person,
Just
I'm gonna keep you
I'ma
here
just keep pressing
on my
that issue.
friends list. You
know
know,
what?
we still gonna be friends and all
hey,
that.
you know what? I'm gonna tell you. That's how that cop. That's how it started.
Yeah, because so this is what I was
That's
about
how
to
it
say.
started.
If you have
married,
if you
but-
have circumstances,
If I wasn't, I'll fuck all you guys. Yeah, okay. We gonna fuck
Come
right.
on, man.
Jesus, bro, you are crazy, bro.
What was you about to say, bro?
Oh no, I was just saying. I forget now. Oh no.
That's wild.
If there is a circumstance while you're in a relationship in which you could see yourself being with somebody, it doesn't have to necessarily be that circumstance for you to feel comfortable to do something. So if you find yourself with that person in an instance where the person you're potentially married to won't find out,
Not just attractive though, bruh. Like it could be, like if you could be in a relationship and it could be a celebrity crush or something like that. You'd be like, tell your girl, man, if I wasn't with you, ain't no foul there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, there's no foul there because there's no access. But if it's someone that's
Man,
accessible,
y'all said that last time. And I hate that fucking answer.
no. But look,
I
because
hate that answer. Snoop said the same thing though. Last time we was talking about this shit, y'all was talking about the access, and that makes a difference. But I just don't. Regardless if you have access or not, the thought is there. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody DM you, don't mean you have access to them just because they DM'd you. Like you have access to talk to them. Or the person out in the city with you.
yeah, but I don't think the thought is the issue. It's the potential of something actually happening with the person that you're saying, hey, if I wasn't with you, I'll be with this person. Like what? Okay, well, you gonna go be with Carmen Electra? Good luck, buddy.
So
You
you
know
say
what
the
I'm saying?
higher probability makes the problem. The higher probability of something happening
Makes the problem.
Makes the problem.
Yeah,
Not the fact,
so-
not the act at all.
No.
But the higher probability that you can actually link with this person is the issue.
Right. So that's what
I
I'm saying with
disagree with
this.
Because that first argument, you know what I'm saying? You not talking to your girl,
just
you
that.
hit her up, then boom.
Because this is what I want to say about this, right? I can't because I'm in a relationship, but if I was single, we could do something. If that, whether that's through message or whatever, and it's someone that you potentially work with or something, and you could potentially find yourself in a situation where something could happen, and you be comfortable enough to think that the person you're in a relationship or married to won't find out
Yeah.
that
So, but I
something
think-
could happen there, because you already said if I wasn't married, well, maybe in an instance you feel comfortable enough that the person you're married to wouldn't find out.
But I
you
think
know?
that's reaching past the point that then you start to assume things, then you start to like speculate things. That's not, there's no facts in what you just said. That's all speculation. The only fact is that the person said, if I was single, I would. That's not saying that I still would, although I'm married.
Yeah.
Or I would have never said that. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with what you're saying on that point. I think that, like I said, the only problem is I feel like it's keeping the door.
And I
Kinda
but
open.
I'm not saying it's
Yeah.
cool. I'm not saying it's cool at all. But
Yeah.
what I'm saying is I just don't believe that you would do something because you said that.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
while you're in a relationship.
not saying
Otherwise,
that-
you would have never even responded the way you did. I just don't think it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I asked that question because I've been met with that a few times, and I feel like it's disloyal.
Yeah.
Even if you don't do shit, like you have no plans on doing anything, like you said, what's the purpose of leaving the door open?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you have no plans on cheating on your spouse. Why the fuck did you say that?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the term planting seeds all the time. And I believe that that's planting the fucking seed.
That's exactly what that is to me. Because you're basically keeping the idea in that person's head because
Bingo.
they're like, there's a possibility.
Yeah.
You just gave me a possibility because you didn't turn it all the way down.
Yeah.
Like, and then that's also where I feel like if you're the person who's in the relationship with the person who said that, you should be offended because you're like, yo, you just
Agreed.
basically you just you gave them a possibility. You're basically saying like, but as if like we can break up tomorrow and you're just gonna
And you're
continue
gonna be
to
on
be,
that.
Right.
be
That's why I said that first
immediately with
argument. That
person.
first argument that happens, and some it get pretty bad. That first person, they're gonna reach out. Man,
Oh, yeah.
man, she tripping.
That's exactly
Oh,
what
what?
that's what it seems like they would be waiting for.
What's she
though,
doing
like,
this time? You already confiding in her if you saying talking shit like that. You know what I mean? What she do this time?
Yeah.
No, I'm with
Yeah.
y'all. I don't think it's cool, but I just
Yeah, because that's why I think I'm not saying it's a definitive fact that it'll happen. I'm just saying the more possibility, the less
I think if you
less-
got restraint, you got restraint.
Yeah.
Like if you have the restraint,
I feel like if you have restraint though, you wouldn't say like you wouldn't find a need to tell somebody.
yeah, that's true. That's
if I-
trash.
if
But
I
I
was
think,
saying-
so-
I think it's still restraint because they are turning the person down regardless, but they are leaving open a
Yeah, so-
possibility.
so let me
Is
ask
that
you
calling a
this,
person
though.
attractive? Is that just saying like I do find you attractive, right?
Yeah,
And
in
so
a
many,
sense.
this is just saying like you are attractive,
Yeah.
but I'm taken.
Right.
Yeah.
If I wasn't taken, I would fuck
Right.
with you.
Yeah.
Not like I want to fuck with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like that's not the case. Like what if this person was never on their radar?
Right.
So you're
I
not saying
agree.
like I want to fuck with you. I know I got a man, but I want to fuck with you. You saying like I got a man, but
If I was,
if I
single,
wasn't, you are
you
attractive.
wouldn't be a
would
bad
have
man.
action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in that's what I'm saying. Like I just don't feel like you could reach past that and be like, well, shit. If you would say that shit, you'd probably fuck nigga. Why you?
Yeah.
Otherwise, I feel like they would have took that opportunity if they truly
Yeah.
felt that.
So I want to ask this then. On the other end, you know what I mean? As far as like a friend talking to somebody who's in a relationship, do you think that's disrespectful to the relationship by even pressing them to even answer or act, say that response to something? Cause what are you responding to if you was saying that? Would you
Wait,
fuck me?
what was the context? Though?
Like
'Cause
pretty
I don't-
much saying like, she's saying like,
These are friends, right? The person
like, I'm a
hitting you
friend,
up.
I'm a friend, but I'm hitting her up and I'm telling, she's telling me, oh, if I wasn't in a relationship, I would fuck with you. But what am I saying to her to make her say that to me?
Yeah,
You think that's disrespectful of me to say that to her, even though she's in a relationship?
yeah.
Do you feel like it's somebody else's responsibility to protect a relationship other than the people that are in it? Because that's what I would ask.
Protect.
That's what I would ask you then. Because
Yeah.
the friend, right? If the friend is the person, like you saying the man in the relationship would feel disrespected by the friend approach, right? Mm-hmm. It's not the friend responsibility to protect that relationship.
Right.
I agree.
So like at the end of the day, like any man can shoot a shot at your woman.
Right.
I'm not going to be pressing every nigga who DM my chick. This is ridiculous.
But if
Hold on, hold on,
if
because
he's her
my
friend,
friend is
though,
not her friend.
if he's her friend though,
And not yours.
and he pressing her like that, then that's crossing the line. You gotta stop talking to him at
Well,
this point.
that's her friend though.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's
But
still
he-
don't gotten that. Like
He
they ain't gonna be
knows
worried
she-
about you.
He
Like
knows that she in a relationship.
But it's not his responsibility to protect said relationship.
No, it's not his
He still got-
responsibility, but then it's her responsibility to protect it by understanding he's trying to taint the relationship.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah,
I agree
yeah,
with that.
Yeah.
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 Wholeheartedly.
And same with you. Like if you have a homeboy who's hitting her up, then you cut ties with him too, because
Yep.
it's the same thing. Like what you doing, bro?
Right.
You know? Yeah. But yes, hey, it's on. It's sort of that dynamic you create if you take that step. That you're understanding. You're assuming the risk of losing that friendship.
I know y'all seen it though, like where women be like, "Oh, you don't respect women." Like you knew he was married and you was fucking with him, and I'm like, man, ain't got nothing to do with her.
Right.
You know, like this is not like her disrespecting the woman, right? That nigga is disrespecting that woman,
Right.
not you. If I find you attractive and I'm shooting my shot at you, that's fine. I don't care about your relationship.
Right.
I'm trying to fuck with you.
Right.
Now it's up to you whether you fucking with it or not. This
Right.
is on you. I'm never gonna be looking at the nigga DMing my chick ever.
Yeah.
And be like, nigga, get the fuck out my bitch DM. Blah blah.
Right. No, it's her.
She
It's her.
attractive.
Yeah.
If you got an attractive woman, niggas are gonna pop. It's on her though. Like, what's your response? Like that's what we need to talk about. What
Yeah.
you say back?
Right.
yeah.
Don't tell me that a nigga popped at you and then you just like, let me see.
Right. Yeah.
What you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I be asking my girl all the time. I'm like, man, what these niggas be saying to you? Because I know they be talking. I know they be trying to holler at you at these grocery stores. Oh, they just be saying hi. And
And
fuck
you be saying hi back.
What you be saying
be
back though? I got a man. Okay.
Here you go.
Right.
Hey, I hate that.
You don't like that?
Well, that's what I was about to
I
say.
do not like that. If I speak to a woman or if
And
I
she hit you with
compliment a
this?
woman and she be like, I got a man, I fuck around, call you a bitch.
Bitch, I ain't want you.
Like
look nice
you don't
today.
even. I'm
It's a
naturally
Saturday.
like
You look
a
nice
cool
on a
dude.
Saturday.
So like I can compliment a woman without any intent. Like I can
I see where
legit
you're going with
compliment
that.
a
Yeah,
woman
that's true.
like in passing.
Yeah.
That dress fly as fuck on you.
Thank
and
you.
keep it moving. If I say that dress fly as fuck on you, you say I got a man. But man, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care. I didn't say nothing about like
Yeah.
I
fucking
agree.
with you.
I agree with
What are
that.
you talking about?
And I feel like women. I feel like women do that a lot, probably as a defense from being catcalled.
I was about to
as
say
well.
that.
Yeah.
I think
Yep.
that's where
That's
that
literally
comes
what
from.
it is.
But I think in terms like there is men out there who genuinely are actually just showing
Yeah.
love
Mhm.
and giving a compliment, and it's like you got to know when to draw the line to see where it's going deeper than that.
Yeah,
You know what I
right.
mean? Sometimes some people don't even have that intention. It's just like that. I remember this girl got an attitude like I was trying to flirt with her for holding the door open.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was holding the
Weird,
door
man.
open, and she was like, excuse you." I said,
What?
That's crazy though.
"I said, wow."
Yeah, excuse me.
That's crazy
I
though.
said, "Wow."
Wow.
Yeah. But no, it's like I think society, we were talking about this last week with like the norms and shit. I think it's just become the norm where like it's sort of perceived that complimenting a woman means there's some sort of attraction or interest in pursuing some sort of conversation that's, you know,
That's true.
beyond being platonic. Same with like Instagram, right? Like you like a photo, girls probably be taking that all types of
Man,
ways,
hell
you know?
yeah, especially if you heart that motherfucker. You know, have you ever seen that bullshit on social media where like it's a clear cut difference between liking and loving? Like
On Facebook?
your girl, right? Your girl posts a picture. If all four of us love it, I've seen niggas like, nah, hell no, I don't love react my bitch shit.
Oh, I could
Yeah, I seen that.
I could definitely see someone
I seen that, and they
overreacting to
said
that for
the
sure.
same thing is like if somebody loves, if a whole bunch of people love your post and somebody likes it, they say that's hating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
then
seen
that was my
That's
second one I was gonna bring up,
crazy.
and I'm like,
I don't know where that comes
I was
from.
supposed to open this shit and be like, okay, everybody hearted.
Yeah.
Let me get behind.
Right.
Yeah, I got to follow suit. It's like
I like it.
I like it. I don't love
don't
it.
love it.
I'm the one who don't love it. It don't mean I'm hating. I just don't love it as much as everybody else do.
And you the hater now,
Yeah.
right away. Look at this nigga hate.
Yeah.
You go through all this shit and you like, got one.
I think it's also the
Mad,
icons
too.
though.
Most of the time I'm just supporting, bitch.
Yeah, yeah.
Give
I
him-
think it's
give
the
him the carry
icons
emoji.
though, because like you got to think like in real life, it's like, damn, I love that shit, or just a
But see, that's perception.
great
Yeah,
job,
see,
buddy.
that's what I was gonna
No,
say.
I know, yeah, I know. I'm just saying,
The
like,
thing is, I'm old school with it. So Facebook originally was just likes. I
yeah,
don't got time to hold it if I don't want to hold it. If I ain't laughing at something, if it ain't nothing that I need to love,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm just gonna like it. What I need
Yeah.
to?
Keep it pushing.
Yeah. Shit,
I mostly
that's how it
just,
started.
I mostly just love everything on there.
Oh,
Really?
really?
It just keep it solid, yeah.
Oh, no, I do differentiate.
Jordan, I can see that. I can see that on you though.
But I don't find the need to differentiate. Like loving and liking is like
Well,
the
what
same
about
shit to
laughing,
me.
though?
Yeah, I laugh and love on that shit. That's
I,
why
I
Laugh
laugh,
and
love,
love.
like, care,
Yeah, you need-
angry.
you need them things in your
I typically.
Not too many people
Why-
show that angry.
What the point?
Angry one,
What the fuck
or
is the
that-
point
I
of
throw
care?
that bitch.
You gotta throw that
I
shit
be
out
throwing
there.
that bitch on.
Like, yeah, no, I'm
Which
mad.
one?
But
Oh, the mad
angry
one?
The angry one.
Oh, you said the
Like,
care one?
The care one is pointless.
Yeah.
I never know how to use
Just
it.
put
It's like,
love.
it's like sympathy.
Oh, it's
No, you just
sympathy.
put love on it.
No, I
care.
see. No, I seen it on posts that don't got nothing to do with sympathy at all, and I
Sometimes,
don't even
yeah.
understand.
They
Like,
don't
what is
understand.
what is the
You know.
care
I
about?
think niggas don't understand how to care.
Yeah.
That's
what it is.
I
I
give it
never
to her
used
for
that
like
one.
sympathy.
I
Somebody
never
going through
used that
It'd
something.
be like one of those massage videos and they put care
The
on
care,
it.
right? You're like, what the fuck is this?
That's because they want that tender
want
love
that-
and care. They want that extra.
Yeah, fool.
That's what they want in that. You know? Hey.
Girl
shoot.
picture showing ass. Oh, I care.
But no, even going along with that, we can go into that shady stuff thing. Y'all think it's okay if your friend does shady stuff as long as they don't do it to you?
No.
See, I knew
Hell
he was
no.
gonna say
Shady
that.
stuff. Like, so
Hell
not talking
no.
relationships.
Say if they're doing shady stuff to other people, but they're just not. They just don't do it to you because y'all boys. Do you think
Yeah,
that's
it's hard to.
They shady. They a shady person. And now, I'll throw a dub on that and say that it depends on who they doing it to. If you doing it to somebody that's closer to you than me, I know.
Yeah.
That's really foul.
Yeah.
I
That's
know.
really foul. Yeah.
Like, yeah, you ain't did it to me, but
Yeah.
if you do it to somebody that you rock with more than me,
Yeah.
and I get to see that, oh no.
I agree.
I feel like there's so many dynamics to it. Like,
I don't think so.
Do you-
yeah, no, because this is what I was gonna say. I feel like people like feel comfortable getting over on people that they feel they could get over on, and so like I'm not trying to use specifics on this, but like I'm not saying it's okay, but I'm saying within the dynamics of why people do it, they feel like they're able to get away with it because they won't have to face the confrontation of it or things of that sort. So if you've created more of a dynamic between y'all where they also see from your end that you're potentially someone that they can't get over on,
So then
it kind of creates a gray area there.
So then how do you feel like in that there's a time where it's okay for somebody to get over somebody because the other person's letting them?
No, I'm just trying to explain that there's a lot of people who have seen someone they're close to do something fucked up and not necessarily deal with it immediately and say, you know, okay, we can't be friends anymore because you just stole this dude's Xbox.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not cool with it, but I'm just saying, like, you know, it's easy to just stamp it as, no, that's trash. We're not gonna, but I think a lot of people have probably dealt with circumstances in which they've had a homie who did something fucked up, or a friend or cousin who did something fucked up, and they didn't tell them because whether it be blood or you know, just you actually like them as a friend and you don't think it'll happen to you and those sort of things where they don't deal with it, you know. And so that's why I was saying more so the dynamics.
I've been there before. I talked to y'all about it.
Yeah.
You know, where I watched the homie just do dirt to other people. And I was like, you do it to me. That's my dog. You do what you do. And then one day, wow. I was like, oh, it's come one, come all.
Yeah.
It's not.
Nobody's safe.
Yeah. Okay. I should have seen that though.
Right.
You know, that's something I should have picked up on. I watched you do it. So I knew you were capable of. I just felt like I was above, and clearly this is just who you are. But I think that when people show you who they are, regardless if it's to you or to somebody else, see that shit.
See that, yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I was going to say. I think the circumstance potentially happened to you because there was a comfortability between with your circumstance that it was less likely to be a thing that had affected him.
Different.
Yeah, or to blow over or whatever it be, and then it wasn't, and so then it ends up turning into a situation where then y'all both have to cut it off at that point, as opposed to seeing it years prior or whatever, and
that makes sense.
Not ever getting that close. But
what do y'all feel like the proper tip amount is? How do y'all tip based on percentage?
Yeah,
or do y'all tip based on?
I don't really.
I try to tip correctly.
Now,
as far as
what's
that,
correctly?
As far as that goes,
20% at least.
They give you the option of like 18, 20.
So riddle me this. So if you order a plate of food at Denny's, it's not expensive, but like the person that serves, who's getting a tip?
Well,
the server or the cook.
They actually split the tip.
Yeah, each place is different, but that's why I was also going to say within service where it's like, okay, this food comes slow, or they're not filling up my water. There's different dynamics in which things like that can happen, right? How many tables are there? How many
start robbing percentages, or you just take money?
I always do 20%. I don't care.
Christ, man. I think that's so tough.
So if a server is not like refilling my drinks or even responding to my table quick enough, there's no tip being given at all.
Yeah, I mean, there's other dynamics as to why that potentially could be happening though. Like how many tables are they serving? Is the restaurant pack, are they understaffed?
If it's busy, that's one thing. But if it's not, I'm looking at
but I mean, but busy is like perceived, right? Like
I also understood that because one of my homies worked as a server, so he kind of broke it down because I used to do it out of line. Like I used to do.
Okay, you took too long.
$1 through $5, and that's 1 to 5 stars. So if you're doing a good job, $5.
1 to 5 stars.
Wait, you only tipped $5?
That's how I was at first.
Wait, what? On like $100 bill? Wait, on $100 bill, Suave?
That's why I had to change.
Wait, hold on.
It don't
matter. Wait, hold on. So you never did.
This is when I was younger though.
But hold on, I need to ask. I need confirmation.
$1 to $5.
I need confirmation. It don't matter how much the total of the bill was.
Yes, at that time, yeah.
So you get the best service ever, $120 meal, and you give them $5.
Yeah, but that's why I had to learn because
that's why they never fill your water.
That was after the fact. No, but then my homie worked for like restaurant industry, and then like one day he was talking about tip, and he was like, "Yeah, we got to split the tip," and I said, "All right, like I'm only gonna put in like $1, right?"
I got like $1 or $2.
He was like, "No, we got to do this by the percentage." I said, "Wait a minute." So I got kind of uncomfortable, but then he broke it down to me on why it is the way it is and why it's supposed to be like that, and I was like, "Oh."
So at more expensive
Got
places,
it.
you are to tip more money. That's crazy to me. Like I feel like a decent tip is a decent tip. It does not matter what my price, what the cost of my ticket is. Because if I order one thing, right, depending on where the fuck I'm eating, if I order this one thing, this thing can be expensive as shit. If I order a lobster, lobsters typically crack you over the head, right?
Yeah.
Compared to somebody else who just ordered shrimp. These plates are literally same weight. Like there's no extra food, no nothing. I should tip this nigga more for bringing me a lobster than they should tip for bringing them shrimp because of the cost of the lobster. That don't got shit to do with the nigga serving me.
Right.
Yeah,
Or the
but
nigga
the
who
tips
cooked the
Or the
food.
nigga cooked it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but it's so many. I don't know. It's just so many.
That's a good
different
point,
facets
though.
of it. Is.
That's
yeah.
why I asked that because it makes no sense to me to have to give them more money because my food costs more money. It's not
Yeah.
more effort on your end
Yeah.
because my plate is more expensive.
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with how much in my opinion, this has nothing to do with how much money I should give you. Your job was not harder because I ordered lobster and he ordered shrimp.
Right.
Yeah.
His tip now is $20, $30 less than mine.
Right.
Because I ordered a fucking lobster? Ain't no way in hell.
So would you tip more? I mean, do you tip like the same price for whatever you pay for? So if you have a $200 ticket,
Service, man.
Service.
That's my tip. It's not based on no amount that I'm paying for my dinner. My tip is solely on service. Like I can tip a nigga $40. If this dude was cool, bro, he had us laughing. He was on top of his shit. Like it was a good time. He made sure he provided a vibe. You feel me? This dude is gonna get a decent ass tip from me. It do not matter if I'm at Denny's,
yeah,
or if I'm at Mastro's or motherfucking PF Chain, wherever I'm at. I don't care about my ticket price. If this dude was good, if the food was good, and my service was good, you getting a nice ass tip.
Right.
It's
Okay,
not
yeah.
gonna be because my ticket was $300 and I feel like I should give you 20% of my $300.
Right.
That don't have shit to do with you.
yeah.
I was also going to ask, how do y'all feel about tipping on top of when they charge you gratuity? Do you still tip?
No.
I do.
Yeah.
Gratuity be cracking niggas over the head, boy.
Like
Yeah.
a motherfucker. You ain't getting no tip if you charge me gratuity. Tell you that much.
Split that gratuity.
Yeah.
Gratuity hurt, boy.
Yeah, I don't know.
It could be like a $60, $60, $70, $100 bill, and the gratuity be like $30, $40.
Yeah.
No, if they auto grat, I don't
the
tip.
fuck?
No, if they auto grat, no.
That's what I mean. Like if
Yeah.
you looking at the bill, it's like gratuity, 34, 55.
No, they decided to put that on there. Then
Right.
on y'all.
It is
That's
what
y'all
it
tip
is.
right
That's what
there.
y'all.
Yeah.
That's what y'all chose.
yeah, y'all
right?
decided that's what you deserve. Yeah.
A little pre-approved tip. Y'all
Yeah.
hold that.
Yeah.
But can they automatically?
Yes.
They
Well,
can.
yeah.
Yeah, they do. I've seen them.
If
a
you
bunch of
have
times.
a party over like
I didn't
6
know that.
people or some shit, yeah.
Immediately.
I've seen on a couple. Yeah, a couple bills.
Yeah, it
Gratuity.
depends. It depends how big your party is and shit like that.
Yeah. And that's the thing, because like regardless of what the service you get is like,
You're gonna have to tip now.
because y'all it's 6 of y'all.
Yeah.
So no matter if this person was, it could have been a shit show.
Right.
It's a lot
The
of y'all.
food could have
though.
been
Yeah.
whatever. Immediately,
Yeah.
they get a tip.
You get a tip.
Oh no,
Yeah.
that's your tip.
Yeah.
I don't got nothing
Dang, that
else for
is
you.
wild.
Yeah, but I think I'm cool with it because it's like, hey, yeah, like 6 people, you're not sure, they might work their ass off and then y'all fucking all say, okay, we only tipping $5. It's like, okay, bro, we can't do that. We're not doing 6
But
parties.
I think that's the service
6
job.
table
It's
parties.
like a limo driver. You can't be a limo driver and get mad because you got 4 or 5 people. They out here first time in Vegas. They out here for a wedding or whatever. You pick them up. Hey, how you doing? They I'm good. Oh, that's cool. Put them in the car. You drive them. They get out. You don't, and they don't tip. You can't as a limo. You can't be mad.
You
But-
can be, but
I
I
think
just
you
don't
should be
feel
mad.
like
Nah.
it's reasonable.
But just like
I'm with you. Like
just,
I'm not
you know what I'm
fucking
saying.
with that.
Just like you said though, like the server come over there, they create a vibe. They just give you good energy. They telling you about, oh, y'all here for this,
That's
man.
what my tip
Hey, y'all
code
should go
love.
this. Y'all should do. Oh man, y'all should go. Hey, I'm gonna talk to this person. You know what I mean? Like yeah.
Yeah.
Oh okay, bet. They come out, boom, boom, boom. Hey, we gonna give them $100, man.
That's
We
with
gonna-
anything, bro. And I feel like that about massages, right? I literally 2 in 1 week. Every massage that I've given, up until last week or the week before that, everybody has tipped me. Everybody has tipped me. I had 2 people for whatever reason in 1 week that did not. And typically, I don't, because I'm telling y'all, like tipping is not a mandatory thing, especially if the service is not where I wanted it to be. But when I didn't get tipped, I was like,
What did I do?
yeah, right away.
Or what
But it
did
didn't
I
have to
do?
be shit like that. It could have been a financial thing.
Right.
Maybe they just had enough for my service.
Right.
You
Yeah.
feel me? Like they literally had enough to book me for. They already paid me. The tip is a tip.
Mm-hmm.
If you got a job where you depending on tips, that is not my problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's not my, especially if your fucking service ain't up to par. Don't just assume that you are entitled to a tip because you're doing your job.
Right.
Your job is paying you to do your job. If you getting paid minimum wage and tips,
Right.
you taking a chance. You come to work gambling every fucking night. Valet drivers.
Right. That's like
Valet drivers don't get they not getting shit. They hold shit for the most part, tips.
Right.
If you don't get tipped, what you gonna do? Crash my shit?
Right.
Like,
that part.
like what's the deal?
That's like your barber. He you know that he cut all 6, 7 of your people, your team and everything, and then nobody he like, man, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You like, yeah, you don't deserve shit. You cut my fucking
Cut my beard off. You're not getting no tip.
Giving you a fucking tip.
I think I tip, bro. I like.
You tipped him still?
I probably did. I tip I tip on everything, bro. I do.
Well, I think because at some point to me, I feel like it comes. I get that they're giving us a service, you know, and that's their job. But at the same time, there comes an understanding of like, dang, this person, if they're doing a good job, it's like they're out here working, they're out here doing their thing. So
That's
it's like you feel like you need to, you know what I mean?
That's my opinion.
Let me help.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
100%. If you are doing your job, and you don't have to be doing above and beyond.
Yeah.
If you are just doing your job, you're gonna get a tip from me. If you bullshit, no, I'm not just tipping you for the sake of tipping you because you working here tonight.
Right.
Like you don't have no energy. Like you short. Now, granted, maybe some shit going on wrong at the job, but this is per table, my nigga. You can't bring that to my table because your last people got you mad. Don't come to my table with your
You
attitude.
gotta know how to turn that junk
Turn that
off.
shit
Turn it
off.
back
That's
on.
it. Leave that shit
pull
where
up
it was.
You can't pull up to work with attitude because
Yeah.
your kids to piss you off at home.
Right.
That shit don't work like that. So give me a vibe. I got you. I promise. Like I'm a really good tipper. Regardless, anything I book, if I fuck with the service, I am going to tip you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not mandatory to me. Man,
Yeah.
never mandatory. Like you ain't. Nah, you're not just gonna get no tip because you doing your job, girl.
Yeah, I think even for me, there's circumstances where it could be really bad. I remember I went to like an Olive Garden in LA one time, and
Shit was trash.
bro, it took like 2 hours to get my food.
Fuck, I would have left.
Yeah, I was damn near about. No, I think we ate and then just left.
And you still tip?
No, we didn't even get the bill.
Oh, y'all just walked out on him?
I just ate and left. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. But I'm like, bro, I
has to be
tip
like
bro, so bad.
completely
It has to be
trash.
so bad. Like
Yeah.
I got to be on a TV show type shit.
Yeah.
Like there's there's got to be
Like
cameras.
it gotta
or
be
something.
punk. Like ain't no way this is real.
Yeah, this is crazy, bro.
Yeah. No, it ain't gotta be that bad for me.
And I do think within the dynamic, I think some servers do act a certain way in a sense because they feel like, you know, potentially that day they were getting slighted on tips and shit, and so they like, okay, I just put all this effort out, and now and then I didn't get tipped. I don't really give a fuck about the rest of it.
And then they go to
That's
that one
crazy.
table where you
What
could have
about
got
me?
your $200, $300 tip and you fucked it over because you want to have attitude.
Because you want to have an
Same-
attitude about
what-
one.
All my clients, they all tip. What happened when I got 6 clients today. 4 of them didn't tip. So I'm gonna treat the last 2 like shit. I'm
Right.
like, man, you know what? I ain't doing no extras.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm finna give you the most basic regular.
Basic trash
'cause
that shit
The
'cause
other
of the
4
last
people
4, yeah.
didn't tip me. Like that's nigga, you got a job to do.
Yeah.
And again, if you working 4 tips, this like you the one who playing roulette. You
Right.
feel me?
Yeah.
Every day you come to work.
That part.
You don't know if you're gonna leave with $300 in tips or if you're gonna leave with $30 in tips.
That part.
This is the job that you applied
Yeah.
for.
You have to accept that. You have to go in and knowing that.
There are people out there that's not going to tip.
Yeah.
At all, regardless.
Yeah.
And then
That's
especially
true.
because like
but I feel like those people should just not go out to eat then.
but you know what? It's
Well, I
different because
mean-
like in Vegas, you know, in Vegas we kind of grew up knowing to tip. Like it's like we tip for anything. Motherfucker
I didn't.
motherfucker can put air in your tire.
Yeah.
You looking
$5.
This Suave giving stars and shit. He probably give out some stickers.
A real
crazy.
tip, right on a note.
He write a note. Thank you. Great service. $5.
You're amazing.
Good job. $5.
But you know,
extra.
growing up in Vegas, like, but a lot of people didn't grow up like, you know, in a tipping environment. So some people come out here and eat and get all this stuff like, oh, that was really good. They don't know the tip.
Yeah, because like in China, I think it is and stuff, they don't tip.
Really?
Yeah.
Like you said,
I wouldn't-
though,
I
like,
wouldn't
you
assume
You
China.
think they shouldn't go out to eat if they
If they
can't
don't
tip.
tip.
But like I was saying about the massages, what if that's all they can afford? Like they came out to eat because they can afford whatever they typically order, right? They don't have no more
Yeah, so
money.
you should go home and cook it then with what you can afford.
God damn.
Right? That's how I feel.
I can afford.
They got a job. They get paid by the hour for me to eat at this
Hey, I
place.
can-
Some of these places getting paid like minimum wage
Whose
and
fault
shit.
is that?
I can afford.
It's
I can
really
afford
on the
for this.
law.
I can
You're not
afford.
tipping them motherfuckers at McDonald's.
Hey,
It's really on the city.
I can afford this chef to cook my food. What I can't afford is to pay you extra for doing your job.
Right.
So now I can't go out to eat because I can't afford to pay you extra for doing your job?
No, because there's places you could go where you don't have to sit down.
Don't
and
nobody
they have
come
to
to
work
my
with
job
you.
and pay me extra to do my shit?
Yeah, but you don't deal with someone for 45 minutes at each time though. Like
So?
yeah, as a server, you're dealing with people for 45 minutes, like allotted
As a
time.
server, yeah, but not as a cook.
Man, I'm dealing with people for hours.
Yeah, but the
2
cooks might
hours.
not get tipped. Yeah, and
I don't expect.
But
a
you
tip.
should. If you're giving a service, you should expect a tip. Barbers,
expect to be
masseuses, Not because for you, you're a mobile masseuse. You're a freelancer. But if you work at Massage Envy, where they only paying you minimum wage, and then half your tips they take a percentage of if they pay by credit card and
That's
shit.
all
like
a personal problem. That don't have nothing to do with me.
bartenders and cashiers expect to tip, and all they doing is counting your money
I
for
was
5 minutes.
about to say,
Not even 5 minutes, like a minute.
in
well,
Trey's case, he
bartender,
should
they make
expect
you. A bartender makes drinks.
Yeah, but he make me. Hey, let me get a Corona. All right, he want a tip. He want $2-3
cracking that motherfucker.
to crack a damn beer open.
He want $2.
That nigga finna crack a beer open. He gonna wipe it. He gonna flip it a little bit.
Yeah,
Nigga,
but
I don't
I'm
need all that
saying
extra shit.
a Corona you could go get it at the gas station, open it yourself.
But I can't bring it into PTs though.
Then don't go to PTs.
Oh, that's crazy.
Why you want to go to PTs?
Cause that's where everybody else at.
Yeah, but
For the vibe.
for me,
Y'all
I'm
all
saying
went there to kick it, and I'm outside drinking my
if,
shit at the car.
if people serving you, I feel like you should tip, bro. Whether it's a massage, a haircut, food.
They already getting paid to serve.
If someone does your gas, they should get a tip.
My bad, I ain't mean to laugh.
They should.
If they getting paid to do the job, bro, I'm not just gonna pay them for doing the job. Like, ain't no way.
I ain't gonna lie though, like as an Uber, I used to go above and beyond for like the customers.
This nigga
So,
Suave
like,
used to
I
have
used-
snacks in his
yeah,
bag
I
and
had water,
shit.
There you have
snacks
it.
and all
And
that.
you got
deserve
tips, yeah.
a tip for
But
that.
a lot of people didn't, right?
Not just because
Because a lot of people didn't for me either.
Did you do that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people just wouldn't tip.
Yeah. Every time I take an Uber, I tip, bro.
Me too.
Yeah, me too.
I'm a tipper. If I fuck with the service, I'm a tipper.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. And typically, you tip. And I get your point too, because I never thought about that. Like the point of being at the same restaurant, I order a steak, you order a pasta, but since I ordered a steak, I have
tip
to
gotta
tip
be crazy.
more. Yeah, I agree with that, but
That's why I asked that question though. It
Yeah.
was literally because somebody was complaining. It was a server on TikTok. It was a girl who was complaining about the price of somebody's bill, and their tip was $100. They tipped her $100, and she was pissed because their bill was a couple thousand. And I'm like,
That's
you
crazy.
still left with $100 tip.
Off one table.
How could you complain? Like,
That's crazy.
how could you complain about $100 tip? Really? Because they food cost so much money that you felt like you was entitled
To some of that
to a
compensation.
portion of this high ass bill they paid.
I think they do the percentages though, because typically the amount of the food, and now restaurants differ, but if you at a place and typically the bills are $500 and then someone comes in and spends $1,000, you're typically doing double the work.
Not
for the person.
necessarily.
Yeah, because they're usually buying more food
or it could be just a more
or a
expensive
bigger
delicacy.
party, or it could be
Or a more expensive delicacy, like a more expensive type of meat, a more expensive.
No, I'm saying if you go to a steakhouse and it's typically $500 and everyone orders steaks, and then there's a group that comes in and their bill was $1,000, it's probably because they ordered more steaks or more drinks or more appetizers or had more people. Like that's why.
So you think
Yeah.
the
When
more
it comes
food
to
you
groups.
order, the more money you should have to fork out for a tip?
Well, it's more work.
When it comes to groups,
So it just streamlines it where it's 20% of what you order.
But when it comes to groups, I understand. But like you said, if it's me and my girl, we both order shrimp, steak, and then him and his girl, they got lobster and caviar and all this other shit.
Wild shit.
Our tips shouldn't defer at all.
And I agree with that. I'm just saying, typically when you look at it, when it's a restaurant and there's a difference in $500 or it's double the amount, it's typically more work being done for the bill that's higher.
So like my what I'm doing, right? So like I should get a bigger tip for like I have a 60, a 90, and a 120.
Yes.
So basically 2 hour, 1 hour, and then hour and a half. Mm-hmm. I should get a bigger tip for the 2 hour session than the hour session.
Yeah. You should tip 20% of the total
You're
amount, bro.
already paying more money.
Uh-huh.
So like if I'm charging you 60 for an hour and 120 for the 2 hour, you're literally already paying for more work. So you should also have to pay for a bigger tip too.
Yes, you should have to tip more.
You doing more work.
Hell no.
You
man.
doing more work.
I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take my $30 tip regardless. If you charge, if I'm charging you 60 for an
that's
hour,
how
and
much-
you give me 90.
That's the point. For
That's
the
what I was
higher
about
price.
to say though. Yeah, you paying
For more
60, you paying 60 for an hour.
Yeah.
So if you got another hour, it should be 120. But you giving a deal by giving them 90 for the 2 hours.
It's 120. My
It's
2 hours
120.
120. You paying for the other hour. You're literally paying me more money for me to do more work.
Yeah, and
this does not have anything to do with a tip.
You don't have to pay the 20%. I'm paying the 20%. If I come to you, you can expect the 20% tip of whether I do the 120 or do the 60. That's just what I do.
I ain't got no problem. I respect you doing that.
Yeah.
Ain't no fucking way I feel like that's
Thank
like
you.
that's yeah, like there's no way.
gonna
Crazy as hell. I'll take it.
Like that's
Well, you stupid as a motherfucker. Give me that tip.
nigga. Like for a 2 hour session, you give me 150, I charge you 120. Like, that's love. That's $30.
Yeah.
It's the same way. If you give me 90 on a $60 massage for an hour, that's love. It's $30.
I just think when you don't streamline it to percentages, it creates a whole lot of perception as to who feels what's necessary. And it makes it super mucky. Like I said, like for someone who gets a 60-minute massage, two different people, one might feel $5 is enough, one might feel $20 is enough. What does the person who did it think? Whereas if it's just like streamlined, that's 20%.
What difference do that make though? Like
I think the person that does it thinks the 120 is enough, or whatever price they charge for the service.
120 is
They
a
think
hefty
that's
amount of
enough.
money to pay.
So whether they get 5 or 20, they ain't tripping.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm already charging my worth.
Right.
You feel me? Like I'm not discounting my price based on what I think you gonna tip.
Right.
So if it's $60 for an hour, whatever tip you want to give me is whatever tip you want to give me. The same thing for the 120. I'm not expecting. You're literally paying for more work already.
Yeah, well, and I don't think, I don't see masseuses complaining on TikTok as much. Like, I feel like servers are the main complainers of what the tips are. And I think with streamlining it with percentages.
And to be honest, their whole problem isn't the person that's coming to eat. Their problem is the fucking company.
That's not paying them enough.
Right.
So they need the tips to overcompensate.
Well, it's even bigger than that. It's the city, to be honest, that allows... minimum
wage
and
shit. Some of them under minimum wage.
Because they balance out
That's
the
what I'm
tips.
just saying. Their beef isn't the person coming to eat. Their beef is obviously the
who you applied to work
powers
for.
that be. Yeah.
Motherfucker, it's like you knew that when you signed that paper. You signed that mother paper and said you was gonna be getting $5 an hour,
right?
Plus tips, and you was like, oh, it's gonna be good
plus tips.
So
okay,
I'm straight.
Cool. Yeah,
that's your fault.
Yeah,
you gamble. I'm not gonna sign up for that job.
You should also know that.
So they're not getting paid they worth.
Plus tips means I have to work harder.
So I need to pay you your worth because your company not paying you your worth.
Right.
Eat a dick.
Start your own business, man.
It's not my problem, man.
Start your own business. Start your own serving business.
You apply for that job.
You know how to serve, man. Go get you into doing conventions and shit. You know what I'm saying? Start your own catering service. That's what you need to do. If you want more money, start your own business. Work for yourself.
Start a catering company.
Catering. What you know what I mean? God damn.
Then they run into that same issue.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Not catering, but setting up events and shit. Like like setting up events.
Yeah, that's a freelance job. You can make a business out
I'll
of
be
it.
over here looking like, what you mean? What's the title for it? Catering? I don't know, motherfucker. Shit.
Event planning.
Yeah. Service.
Yeah, I was thinking event planning.
Damn. You know what I mean? You putting tablecloths on tables. You're putting napkins on tables, and when people come in, hey, how you doing? Your table's over here.
Yeah, I feel you. That's true.
That nigga said, damn, you know what I'm talking about.
Suave, man.
It's like
that. Catering? Yeah, catering.
I had to think about it at first. I was like, dang, you want to cook more food and bring over platters to people? Like, dang, and then get no tip?
You can charge them whatever the hell you want. Tell you that much.
That's true.
Charge your fucking worth.
Yeah.
That is my thing. Do not charge a price based on the fact that you might get tipped. Charge your fucking worth. As a photographer, are you expecting tips?
No. I don't expect tips as a photographer.
Right. So if you get $1 or $2 or $20, you cool, right?
You charge your worth.
Yeah.
You already your prices are your prices for a reason.
Yeah. We set our prices at what we. But see, that's because we got control over it.
Yeah, and that's different. So I guess that's a completely different convo than what we having about like restaurants and shit like that.
Yeah, you can't really be a freelance server.
Yeah. But again,
you can.
This is your job.
Hell no.
This is what you apply for.
I just told you what you can do.
This is what you want to do.
Freelance server?
Yeah, bro. When people have like baby showers and they have catering foods, you serve the food to the people.
No, but you still under the person who owns that company, though. You're not serving.
It's your company.
But you're not serving. Bro, if I own an event planning company, I am not serving, bro. I'm hiring servers.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
And it's the
gonna be
same
right
issue.
back to the same thing.
Hey, you gonna give me that cut? You gonna give me that cut?
But as the owner,
I don't gotta
though,
pay a minimum anyway.
you control that.
Yeah.
As the owner.
But as a server, yeah.
But as a server working under your company, they don't get to know.
You get dictated.
I'm about to pay you minimum wage too.
Yeah.
We splitting the tips.
I've been there, sir. Get your ass out there.
Yeah.
Get your ass
Don't
out
want to
there.
do it? Go make your own fucking Atlantic Avenue.
Start your own catering company. That's what I had to do.
Yeah, that's what I did. Yeah.
That's how that stuff be started, man. See, shit,
Facts.
man. You know what? I like the well to bring it full circle about what you said earlier. Though we was talking about being picky with what you or like speaking about what you don't like as far as service. I do like for people to tell me if they have an issue with anything I'm doing in service. So like being a photographer, I like for people to vocalize how they feel about my work because one is going to help me to help the next person, or it's going to help me to realize like, oh, this person might have a specific thing that they need that I can help them with, or that I was unaware of that I can help them with. You know, as far as from being oblivious to it and not understanding that they wanted this specific, and then they doing that and they start complaining and be like, oh yeah, this is wrong, you know.
And transparency is so important because you deal with anybody in anything and you leave that situation and then you go give a review. You go give a review, but you never once at all even tried
to vocalize how you
feel me? Like you never even tried to put it out there that you were dissatisfied or you didn't like something that was happening. So somebody booked you for, you know, a session and they like, man, this nigga had me doing some weird ass shit. I ain't.
Right.
Why you didn't say that? You feel me? You could have just said to the photographer, it's kind of weird.
Right here, yeah.
Okay, cool. My bad. You know, this is just what I do. So you tell me what you comfortable with, and we can do it that way. But you have to. A person has to say that to you.
Yeah, you have to vocalize how you
Me
feel.
doing massages. You feel me? I can work on you, and I'm gonna just do what I'm used to doing. I have a routine. I got techniques that I use for XYZ, whatever. If you don't say I didn't like that, or I don't like that, or this was uncomfortable, or that was uncomfortable, don't get your ass off my table and go tell somebody that shit was terrible.
Yeah.
Why was it terrible? Oh, he was doing this, and you be like, did you tell him not to?
Right.
And they go, no, but.
Right.
Because perception, everybody has different, they perceive things differently, how they want things differently.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't sit there and not say something and then get mad or go complain about it, but you didn't vocalize it, not realizing that this person deals with probably 15, 20 people a day, you know, that want different things. So it's like, okay, I'm accustomed to doing this, or I work with these types of people. They might not know that you want a certain thing a certain way. So it's definitely good to vocalize stuff like that.
Transparency.
People got to get comfortable speaking up for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's a part of every episode we've had so far.
I know.
Transparency.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever we're talking about.
I think that's a hard thing for a lot of people to do. You know what I mean? Just be transparent.
Yeah.
People so worried about the other's feelings that I don't want to say that. I ain't gonna say that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it comes along with like almost everything we talked about today has to do with transparency. Like you said, all the topics today even had to do with it. Like talking about your friends and stuff, like your friends, knowing that your friends are doing shady stuff, that comes with transparency. Like you have to, are you going to vocalize how you feel that this person's doing? Yeah. Doing shady stuff, or are you just going to let it slide and just be like, all right, that don't got nothing to do with me. And then it happens to you.
Yeah.
So yeah. Interesting. You know, communication is big.
Yep. If you're at a restaurant and you know you want to give them 5 stars and your 5 stars is $5,
don't do that shit.
I know they used to look.
Make sure you let the homies know.
When did you stop doing that, Suave?
Man, I was about like, I think I was 22.
I know
area
that.
when
Man, they used to
stopped.
hate your ass.
Oh man, I know they had to, but I felt bad.
He felt like he was doing a
good thing.
Yeah.
$5
in my mind.
$5.
You know what I mean? Because you gotta think like,
How many times you
being
catch
young-
$5?
being young back then, it was like, what we going to,
He does 2-star. This is 3-star.
we going to like Denny's and
Right.
stuff like that. So we ain't going to like no big restaurants back
Yeah,
then.
and
so.
and typically it would be like a $16 meal
Yeah,
for you or
yeah.
something. So
But I mean,
$5 was cool.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Suave was getting extras though. Let me get that French toast.
Oh, with the cinnamon
Eggs,
apples. Yeah, I
cooked
was
slightly
actually.
medium.
I was actually.
Cheese,
I was
I need
picky.
cinnamon apple. I need them warmed
And
up. I
then
need you to put
gave
the
a
cinnamon.
$5 tip. You better not
Them
never come
niggas back
back.
there creating whole new meals. And
Cinnamon apples with whipped cream on top.
Giving that nigga the special sauce when he come back. For sure.
I know they would be hot at
That
me.
nigga asked me
but
for all this customizations on his meal. He gave me $5.
nah, he gave me
Man.
two.
But that's
Because he didn't get that refill. He felt like he should have.
They took too long on my strawberry lemonade.
That's what's so interesting, though, what we were saying. Like, common sense just isn't a real thing. Because I think a server would look at you and be like, isn't it common sense? Like,
Yeah.
what the tip is, you know, or you know, at least 15% or something
We
like
already
that.
explained that's cultural, so
Yeah, exactly.
we don't need to bring
But
it.
yeah, back
so
then I
it's
didn't know
cultural.
that though.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
so
what I mean?
It's just interesting.
Being young back then and not
We
really
keep
going to
tying.
restaurants.
It's like our podcast is in
A loop.
a
loop,
verse,
yeah.
universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, loop.
We just keep tying shit together. Boom,
Mhm.
boom, bing, 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 bing.
And now, speaking of culture, nah.
Right?
Yeah.
No, but this was another good episode. We appreciate you guys as always, and dang, we really appreciate you guys for getting the YouTube like going
Going
because
crazy.
I think we like got 26 more subscribers just in
Last
a week.
Word.
Damn.
Just like in a week.
All right, that's
So
lit.
like,
That is dope.
yeah, we already at almost at 350. So
That's lit.
Oh,
we
hell
like
yeah.
trailblazing. So I appreciate you guys. So whatever y'all doing, just keep sharing the videos, liking the stuff,
Liking
or
it, telling your mamas,
Yeah.
telling your cousins, and
All that stuff
aunties
helps.
and sisters and uncles and brothers and
Yeah.
nephews. Tell
Yeah,
'em.
it's I feel like it's Snoop just making a new account every day, you know. Click, 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 click.
it's
Hey,
Snoop.
if it
We'll
works,
take it.
if it works, it works. Whatever works, man.
Yeah, we'll take that, Jen. Yeah, it's probably Snoop when he running late.
Yeah, that's
That's what he
That's why.
doing.
Yeah.
That's what he doing.
Telling
when he
everybody
come.
in the house, hey,
Yeah.
everybody, just get on YouTube, man. I ain't gonna make it, but just go ahead and subscribe this week.
But no, yeah, we appreciate you guys for tapping in. Definitely follow the social media. You know, the Instagram, share the YouTube. We're on TikTok as well. Our TikTok's been doing good too. So shout out to y'all for that. And yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.